guys, UnoPro here. Very excited today because as you can see, I finally got a webcam. I really want to start taking this seriously, and it's about time I got one. So we're going to have our first video with it today, having a drink to celebrate, and playing some Songhai, as I love. So today we're doing a new deck, a new Songhai deck, which is actually, it's got quite a few differences to Songhai decks that we've been playing, so we'll go over them. So this is Prototype's deck, very good Songhai player. Alright, so we have lots of early game, with Healing Mystic, Jaxie's, Primus Fist and Tusk Boards. Still got the Mask package, 3 Killing Edge, which I don't know if I'm a huge fan of it, but you'll see why. So this is a pretty standard package these days, and I'm quite a fan of it. Very versatile, pretty much everything you kind of want. You've got proactive, you've got healing, and you've got the obvious synergy with the masks. What you will notice about the deck is we have no inner focuses. It still seems strange to me, but I understand why. We're looking for more board control, which is why we have the 3 Killing Edges. It allows us to be more proactive early game. When we have a board, make it stronger. And now that Gorehorn and Mechazor aren't really in Songhai lists, we don't really have a target that is really better. It's hard to quite describe it. It gets better when it's inner focus than just attacking normally. It's not just speeding up an attack. With a Gorehorn, it will allow you to backstab when you couldn't backstab before. If you do it to a Healing Mystic, it's just if it would attack normally. Or if it's sort of Mechazor, you're going to get perfect positioning. We don't really have that. The only thing that's really important with it is Lantfox, which is important against Abyssian, because you really want to get value before you get Knights or Assassin, and it's a good finisher with Tusk Ball. But yeah, apart from that, it's mainly just giving a minion extra attack and not any extra value. So I think that's kind of the logic there. Hopefully I'm making sense here. Alright, so we will get into game. Started to go. So this alcohol is actually pretty strong, so hopefully it doesn't, ruin our play too much, but we'll have a go. All the settings with video and with the webcam and stuff, that'll all get changed around. For now, I'm basically doing what I can. I'm not great with this kind of stuff. We'll see how we go. Could keep the Phoenix Fire, but Abyssians don't tend to run a lot of 2/3s, mainly just Healing Mystic. So I'll get rid of that and keep the 2/2 drops. Okay, we'll see how the Abyssian matchup is. It's never easy. Okay, Jaxie. Okay, we'll get rid of Saber Spine. Not any good targets for it. We're going for early board control. Okay, so we could play around Grasp, but the thing is Jaxie's not that vulnerable to Grasp. So I definitely want the Jaxie here. That also protects the Healing Mystic. Yeah, it's definitely not worth playing around, so we will... If he wants to grasp, we'll come here and do something else as well. That's completely fine. Not the most amazing hand. We don't have a lot of advances like a Warp or Reaper or something, but he can't play that this turn, so that's fine. Reaper of the 9 Moons, okay. Alright, let's get rid of the Mask of Shadows. can actually play both here. Play both this and this. I think we want to. It's going to be a very awkward like turn overall. Obviously playing first. We don't have that many components, so I feel like I need to do this, and it trades so poorly. Our artifact hunter trades so poorly against it that we really need to risk it. Let's move up here and attack. This plays around grass better, which is not very common these days, but still worth playing around. And I don't think the mana tile is that, the middle tile, sorry, is that important at the moment. Okay, so he's only at 4 mana next turn, so it's not a lot of great plays at 4 mana for Abyssian. We would like to find a way to deal with the 1/1 though, so that we can get some real value out of our artifacts. Against Abyssian, I don't really like going for an early Cyclone kind of game plan, just because they have lots of ways to deal with it, and they have way too much healing that you can't really run away and race them. So we need to try and play board control while we still can. Thankfully, killing edges are quite good against Abyssian. They don't really have ways outside of ritual banishing to deal with it. Okay, so it looks like it's more of a death watch Abyssian, which, even though we don't run Ghost Lightnings, I think it's probably still better for us. And you know, there's not like a great reason behind it. It's mainly just the fact that I think that it's a better deck overall. Is the ramp kind of Abyssian? We'll see how we go. Yeah. So he's got a bit of a board going, but nothing too scary. We might actually get rid of the Killing Edge. I don't really see myself using it too soon. So we have nice trades here. So we can trade in here. We can Cyclone Mask this, we can trade in here. And then this will live, but dies to a Cyclone Mask hit. Well, what we can do is we can actually play our Primus Fist here. Unless it goes in the corner here. So you can play it here to, you know, nearly guarantee we can get this next turn if we want to. And if it just spawns here, we can play it here. So we'll just go through the motions now. I think this is fine, Cyclone Mask. It's weaker against Rust Ball, I guess, but otherwise it sets us up nicely. Could play this here to block the general in the trade, but I don't expect to be getting that much more value out of a 3/3 anyway, so. Yeah. So because we know a Swarm Abyssian, we really just want to clear the board. Anytime we decide we're going face, we have to know we can beat the 5 mana 4/4 with double healing. Like, every single video of Abyssian, I always forget the name of this thing. I really need to, you know, look it up and remember it. But we need to know we can beat that, and that's not an easy thing to do, because if they have a bunch of 1/1s on the board, that's going to be a lot of healing. They're going to kill up any artifact you have. So, you know, board control is always favoured in this matchup, for the most part. Okay. So it looks like you might trade. Let's get rid of Spiral. He's not low enough for that to be relevant. Okay, so we can go here, we can... I don't know if it's worth... Is it worth, you know, equipping Mask and letting him take 2 charges of power, a charge of both artifacts? Well, I can't see Mask being too useful without Cyclone Mask, so maybe it doesn't matter. then maybe we could just trade and play. Trade. Or just Cyclone Mask this, kill this. That's probably better. Play 2 minions. Yeah, I think I like that. Unfortunately, this will still die to Night Sorrow. I don't know if I want to play this safe. Maybe I do. Where would I have to play it? Alright, well, we won't play it safe. I'm running out of time. Okay, so we'll take 1 charge for our That's fine. He's already played a Night Sorrow and he hasn't had that many cards in hand. So we're kind of just looking for another one. If he doesn't have another one, I think we're in a very strong position. If he does, well, you know, that's a bit bad luck. Archon, alright. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm fine with that. Okay. So we could just mask, Saber's fine. Trade in and mask, Saber's fine. That's the most, that deals with it completely efficiently. Let's get rid of Phoenix fine. Okay. We'll do that then. I think I want to run this way. Not too worried about my own level. We're a bit low on cards, so we need to play for value. Maybe I want to play it on this side to stop him, make it harder for him to approach me. I think that's best. No real reason to Dream Gazer. Okay. Could have considered, you know, going a little yellow face with Saber Spine there, but we can still play board control. And with a Land Fox on board, like, we can easily get back up to a full hand. Full hand at this stage of the game is very powerful with Songhai and any faction. Okay, so there's the Night Sorrow. That sucks out. It would have been a really nice clean edge target. Okay. Oh, that's a bit annoying. Very annoying. Alright. I mean, we'll get rid of killing edge, I guess. Yeah, so the double Void Pulse and the Blood Tear there, that's very, you know, that's what he needed. Well, we should do this first. Maybe we want to play closer. So one move. Yeah, let's play this. Okay, so we got the Cyclone Mask as we were looking for. We will play to save our mask. Could have considered going face and trying to start the face, but I don't think it's. I think it's still too early for that. He basically spewed out his entire hand last turn, so he's only on 3 cards. It's not a bad hand. Once again, Killing Edge is not that great though. Hopefully, well, Okay. He needs another card to break the side of the support. He can't, that's probably fine. There's no dark side, fire sacrifice, I guess. Okay. I think I'm actually going to keep this, get rid of a silhouette trace. Use that a while ago. We have to kill this, you know, you always have to kill this. You'll never win a game where you let this live for a while. We're gonna kill him with this. Just get some damage, make him need another answer. So that double void pulse really hurt us, but it depends on what he top decks. He's only got 3 cards. Particularly good. Okay, well, I guess his top decks are pretty good. We're still gonna try and play ball control. I probably should have moved down here, maybe, but yeah, that's just frustrating. A bit frustrating, you know, just losing to double void pulse and then top decking 2 emerald rejuvenators, or at least 1. Not out of it yet. If we get a silhouette tracer or something, depends what he draws. Would be nice to live with a juxtaposition, killing edge or anything. More healing. Okay, looking like we're in a bit of trouble now. Okay, we're in range of everything, so we might as well do this. We'll hit this. Hope it spawns far away. And we'll just do this to save ourselves some life. Actually, probably, nah, it would have been better just to... Well, we save ourselves for damage this way. Yeah, this is better. And we're going to spiral him. And it's just about giving ourselves out. So now we have out with potentially Tusk Ball, potentially another spiral technique. We do run 2. It's actually, you know, a few cards. And he's only got 2 cards, as you guys can see, so he has to top deck something good. We're actually still in a pretty nice position. I mean, he's used a lot of healing. He needs a card that affects the board hard. I think he might have sucked up. If he traded in, he'd be at 10. Now he's only at 1 death. Unless he has something else. Oh no, he's doing it this way. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I thought, yeah, that was actually a smart play by him. Okay, so we need a spiral technique, most likely. Well, he didn't move away, so we need anything that does 2 damage. I think we have to go for it. So that would include getting rid of the Emerald Rejuvenator. Yeah, we gotta go for it. And we got it. Alright. That's pretty good. I mean, there's a fair few cards. We run Phoenix Fires and stuff, and another Spiral Technique, Mask of Shadows. There's a lot of cards. But yeah, I'm actually really happy with how the game went. It really showed, like, you know, playing to your outs. I think we did pretty well. Okay, well, it sucks to go down a rank, but, you know, haven't really been carrying ranks too much for the last few days. Just been trying to mess around with some stuff, but
Songhai versus.
Alright, so we're versing the same guy. But I mean, it's an interesting matchup. It can be, or it can be a stomp. And I think for you guys who are Songhai players, watching a Songhai versus Bissing gameplay, it can be pretty educational just because you're going to be versing it a lot yourself. Yeah, so just looking for early game. I don't really like Phoenix Fire early against Bissing, as I said before. I'm going to go for the Healing Mystic here. I prefer to develop a board and be active on mana tiles instead of denying one. Because you're still spending 2 mana to deny one. Okay, so we didn't see any Rust calls last time, which is good news. I'm going to get rid of... Let's get rid of Safe Spine. I just want to be proactive on the board. Okay, so what I can do is, I can go... Go here, Tusk 4 here, move it to here, and then play Cyclone Mines. That's decent. Or I could simply, play these two together. They both clear the board. One will leave me with a Cyclone Mask and a 3-1 and a 3-1. One will leave me with a 2-3 and a 3-1 and a Cyclone Mask. I think this one just punishes the mana way better if we do this one, so... Well, you can't move the Tusk Ball here. Which sucks. But I think it's still worth it. Out of range of his general, but still close enough. Yeah, few different ways you could do this. In this general positioning, you could actually, commit to the game plan of Cyclone Mask more if you wanted to by running away and getting a lot of distance early, but I think it's too early for that. Oh wow. He really wants to kill this Cyclone Mask, but... Surely he's going to try him. I mean, I guess I see why he's doing it. He wants to just go for the board control and then he knows he can heal up. Gonna get rid of Rejuvenate. I don't need the health, and Juxtaposition is better for dealing with the mini jacks eventually. So we'll just do this. I don't think I'm going to worry too much about Grasp. Obviously I'm not going to put it in my general. Well... yeah. Let's just get value out of our Promise Fist. Okay, decent start, decent start. If he has Grasp, it kind of evens up the board a bit, but... we're still getting mini jacks out of it. And Primus is always going to be weak to Grasp a Wagon if you want to get any value out of it. So no Grasp. Very good chance he doesn't run Grasp, but it's still worth considering when we can. But I'm not going to make any, major decisions based around it. That's basically, the logic I'll follow there. Okay, that's one Void Pulse out of the way. Void Pulse is just so good in this matchup though. You always feel pretty good if you can, get them to use it when they can't get an artifact as well, is what I'm trying to say. But even if you don't use it to ping an artifact, it's still good. Yeah, so we can killing Edge here and do some damage, but then he can just ping it. He could just killing edge it, and then hits my general. But then this leaves Primus Fist weak. You can just trade, which is a good trade. So I think I'm gonna ping, let him hit it here, and we're just using it for damage. Yeah, that's fine. And we'll play this here as well. I feel like I have to do this though, just because otherwise I'm doing nothing. I'm not getting anywhere. The damage is very relevant still. Okay, so if he wants to trade here, we're still getting a mini Jax out. Hopefully the audio's not too bad. I've been trying to do it without the headset, so if it's a bit quiet, I apologise. That's actually... I actually don't mind that, because what I was going to do was kill it and like maybe use it for juxtaposition or something. Now I can just use my minion and make sure I hit him as well. How much damage do I have? I have 4, 5. Let's go. 5, 8, 11, 13. This is lethal? Okay. 4 from here. 5 from here. 7, 10, 13. Alright. Glad we got the lethal there. My brain's not working as well as it should be. But we got there in the end. But I think my play's been decent. Beating Abyssian twice in a row is good. So that was 27 minutes. Yeah, I nearly finished this drink. Let's do one more. I wonder if I should maybe wait for this guy to finish so we don't verse the same guy 3 times in a row. Maybe I'll add him and see. Because I don't want to verse the same matchup 3 times in a row. Alright, he's in the game. I don't like doing that because it's not like I'm trying to avoid him or anything. Okay, it was bug. So I'm reversing him again, even through all that. But it's not the worst matchup. Yeah. This is good. We can go 3 into 2, which will make a Night Sorrow less painful. Because if this lives, then we go. We'll probably draw a 2-drop or something. Okay, we'll get rid of the juxtaposition. Only really good against Jaxie early. Speak of the devil. Alright. Actually gonna get rid of the Cyclone Mask. I want to be proactive this game. Okay, that's a nice draw. That's a very nice draw. So we want to go 3-2. It's definitely what I like to do. Unintentional rhyme there, I promise. Okay, so this was 100%. Now we have to consider. Okay, Lant Fox, he can walk to and. Well, actually, if we play it here, no, everything's in walking distance for him to put down a Night Sorrow. So we will trade here and then use our stronger minion to block off the Mana Tile. Not worried about grass. Okay. So if he has Night Sorrow, that's fine. Night Sorrow is only really devastating when they're developing a board as well, so then it becomes, you can no longer, you know, kill that 2-2 because you got to kill the 3-1 with your face, and then it's actually getting more value than just 3 mana for 3 mana. In this situation, sure I'm taking a little bit of damage, but in the grand scheme of things that's not that important. Alright, Void Pulse now, that's really, I'm very happy about that. It's an easy mistake to make, I think, but it's definitely a bit of a trap. Because you're always going to curve out really nicely with a Void Pulse. That's just kind of how the card is. Okay. So, I could steal the mana tile, will confirm it. Or I could, play a minion here. Hope he can't take it. He is playing Swarm Abyssian, so he could, easily wrap around, play 2 minions here. Well, I actually think I don't need to. If he plays 2 minions here, then it's basically the same thing, because I'm not getting any use out of it this turn. I'm not going to be saber spawning him in the face. And the thing is, if he comes around here now, and then he can't kill the top spawn, because I'm going to move it down here. Should I move it here? Here stops him putting his back against the wall, which is the chance we draw Silhouette plus Mask. Yeah. It gives him slightly more options, but it also restricts him from a very natural play. But it does let him come to this mana row, but I don't know if I'm really worried about that. Why do I keep saying mana row? It's just a row. Or maybe it's even a column, I'm not sure. Yeah, this is a column. This is a row, this is a column. I remember my maths. It's been a while since I've done high school maths. So he's on 1 cup. So we're really we've almost played as the control deck this game. I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but let's get rid of this. We're playing for value. So I feel like I can run the Jaxi in here. So I can either go for like this play, hit, heal, go, or I can play this and land Fox with Killing Edge. Okay, I want the Jaxi. I don't really need my face. Do I? I still want to close the game out. Yeah, I want to close the game out. And Jaxi isn't really going to contribute to that too much. Because he has more healing in his deck, so we don't want to give him time to draw into it and draw into all his answers. We want to pressure him as much as we can. And he's not running a lot of force. So we'll just play like this. No reason to play this here. But we want to play it in range, obviously. And we will hit him in the face. Alright, so off to a decent start here. Killing Edge is really good. Just when you get to stick, especially against the Abyssian. And that's why the deck is running no Unofocuses. Okay, that's fine. We have Juxtaposition. What if he's going to trade off? Okay, he's going to trade off. He's not going to let it. Okay. Yeah, okay. It's not too bad. We will get rid of a healing music. But love a Juxtaposition. Okay, so we can't actually deal with this very well. Like, we can trade in here. We can trade in here. Well, actually, we can Killing Edge here, and we can Killing Edge and then just use them. We can't use a Phoenix Spike because of the mana. So I think I just want to Killing Edge the face. I do want to block off my general. This does a fine job on. So this is our first, play where we're actually going all in. But it's still very hard for me to answer. And I'm not going to heal myself. I'm not really worried about him racing me or anything, I'm worried about him stabilizing. Let's make him hit here. Could have also considered playing this here to make sure we don't get hit by Archon, but I don't think it is the end of the world if we do. Okay, Shadow Dancer, that's fine. As I've said, it's only really a problem if it's an artifact. Okay, so we can clear here, or we can do it more efficiently. I think we definitely want to clear. Well, there's nothing we can draw to get us lethal. Juxtaposition would be nice to draw though. Let's get rid of this. Oh, I shouldn't have got rid of that. That was probably could have been all, yeah. I was planning on doing something better where I just kind of jump down here and then I just completely. Ugh. Okay. Well, what we can do is we can come down here. I'm gonna take. Yeah. Do this. This actually works out pretty well. We're taking more damage and healing him a bit, but it's actually not a bad play, I don't think. And we get to develop another Jaxi. It's, yeah. My clan play was probably a lot better. It would only leave a Dream Gazer on the board, but I think it's still pretty fine. And we're still actually threatening lethally if he doesn't have heal. Or clear. Technique him for the win. Alright guys, I reckon it was a pretty good video. I apologise that we versus the same guy 3 times in a row. Thankfully got 3 wins against this, and hopefully it told you something about the matchup. I think the matchup is not as bad as people think, and I'm quite enjoying Proto Harvesters. I was wondering, you know, can I fit in Inner Focus? And then I was like, maybe this is the best iteration of the deck. Maybe we don't need Inner Focus. I'm sure I'll make a couple changes, but maybe Inner Focus is not what the deck needs. Maybe getting rid of Juxtapositions though. I actually think they're a tiny bit underwhelming in the meta. Maybe a little bit more than tiny. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed first video with the webcam. I'm not going to be doing it every time, you know. I'll try to when I can. Let us know if you like it. If you're sick of seeing my ugly mug all the time, you know, tell me and I'll do videos without it. Or if I can't be bothered getting dressed, one or the other. Anyway guys, until next time, if you want to see more, make sure to subscribe and I'll see you next time.